Hello, hello, and welcome everyone. So this evening, I'm going to play some Meet Your Maker. We're going to do some rewatching. I've got a Laser 2.0 base that I want to check out. So it looked like there had been some more playthroughs for, and oh my gosh, yes. I've never had, I'm finally, I don't know how, I don't know if this is good or bad, but I'm seeing more people giving up on my outposts than I have ever before in the past. So maybe my building skills are improving, or just something's going, maybe it's glitchy. I don't know. I know there's issues with rewatches sometimes where it just cuts out. So maybe that's happening too. But yeah, so I'd also have another new one. This one's brand new. This I've got this 3-tower base set up where most of the action's outside the base with guards. So I'm gonna do another. It looks like we got some good playthroughs for that too, but man, 15 deaths and gave up. So I'll have to do a rewatch of that too, but I want to do I'm so proud of this laser base here. Oh man, this guy didn't die at all. Alright, so we gotta watch this guy too. No deaths, 3 minutes. That's the best anyone's ever done on that one. But so we gotta rewatch this laser base. These guys came back. Look, they gave up and came back. So I know that one for sure. They so we'll watch the second one where they've got more deaths. But so they probably have a strategy at this point, which is good. This should be entertaining, right? But man, watching two people go through, watching people co-op, I thought people would just dominate co-op, and it'd be boring to watch, but people are negligent. People just YOLO it. So yeah, so he kind of knows what's up. That's the path he took, is the way to the gen mat. So maybe they figured that out last time. But this is very so many lasers. All these lasers are pointing downward and into these hallways, right? So there's just low risk of them destroying themselves. So many people build these beam laser traps where they bounce around a room and end up destroying themselves or other guards or other traps, right? And then the other benefit here with them having to run past them down another hallway, and they make it through here, is it prevents some rushing, because those lasers start tripping. They start doing their aiming thing right when you show up in that room, and then they're still aiming at you as you run through, and then they fire down the hallway that you're using to escape. And then I've got bolt shots at the end of those hallways, aiming up. All right, so they must die here. Yeah. These new Ravagers are brutal. So the best way to use them is at here, where we've only got one high block, so it makes it harder for people to jump, because they shoot this wide spread, and then it's hard to avoid. So you either need to get behind a corner, or jumping or going down. You can jump over their shots, but if you've got one block high, it's tougher to do. So yeah, all these lasers going down, all the way down. So he's being smart and he stops. Survived the bolt shot. So yeah, if you know you're not going to get hit by the lasers, just wait them out. Alright, your buddy's going to trip some more. I'm kind of disappointed in... Oh, no, there we go. I was about to say I'm disappointed not more of them made it down the hallway, but yeah. So this is the benefit of just making sure those are angled right and aren't going to kill themselves, and doing some testing and then doing some rewatching to see what other people do, and then adjusting accordingly after a rewatch. So, but yeah, so here's where they struggled. So they're being smart here and only sending one guy in at a time, because then you can, have your buddy stay back when you're doing co-op, have somebody on point. Because now he's gotten rid of one guard and a trap, and so now this guy really only has to get rid of the one guard. Now he can revive. There's one more trap around the hidden here for somebody coming to get their ammo. So we'll see if they fall for this one. Hopefully they both don't jump at the same time and both die. Yeah. Alright, so that trap's gone. So they're golden here, because there is literally... They're free to get the gen mat and then head out. So they'll have to go through the laser room again. But there's no new traps that spawn. I spent all my money and Well, at least I tried to keep this at dangerous level, right? So I couldn't add any more traps along this gen mat path without it turning it to brutal. You'll get a lot more playthroughs if, at least with my experience, what I've been noticing is you get more playthroughs if you can keep it at a normal or dangerous difficulty. Once you start getting up to brutal, people are paying more attention to how many, they're using the advisors and stuff and paying more attention. So there's one more trap here. There's that bolt shot that spawned second wave. That's a tracking one. And then whatever lasers and guards they didn't kill. So the cannon backs are still up here too. And the laser aim is like, it's always glitchy on the rewatches. You can see like old paths for where the lasers were firing before. Alright, taking care of those. This is a bad idea. This is a bad room to grapple into. Oh, he did trip the bomb. Oh, he did trip the bolt shot. So now, and didn't get hit by it. So he was moving fast enough. But now they still got to deal with the lasers and the guards. These cannon backs are working awesome too, because they're just the way I've got everything angled into those hallways, right? So whenever they shoot a cannon off. Whenever they shoot a bomb off, and most of the time it rolls down that hallway. Occasionally they end up in the acid cubes here too, but and this just works. Some guys go through here and it doesn't work this good, but the lasers are working beautifully and making that impossible to get through unless you YOLO it. These guys, I think, if like just the right loadout too makes a huge difference. And these guys were using bubble shields and their fire trap up there. Those fire traps you cannot see until you, because with the way these acid cubes are set up, you can't see those until you're up there, until it's too late. Because usually you're after, like you're trying to get the guard, or you get distracted by the grapple traps. It's too good. It's too good. But we do have that one where that guy made it through here in 3 minutes and didn't die at all, so we'll have to watch him too. So yeah, now you gotta revive your buddy. It's just contemplating. What do I do? You're gonna have to make a move sometime. They're talking it out, I bet. Looking around. Alright, here we go. Tripped a laser. I gotta wait that out. Bubble shield, man. Bubble shield, you could go up there, drop a bubble shield, and take all the time in the world to, cannon back down the hallway. Man, it feels like cheating sometimes when I'm watching some of these guys go through. But that other guy makes it through. 3 minutes, no deaths. That's how we learn to make improvements, though, right? You watch the guys that do good, see how they get through, and then adjust accordingly. And some of these I just like bouncing too much. I want it to like go down the hall more. I think maybe if I had that hallway bigger, like if it was too wide or something, maybe that would help. Because it's like number of bounces, it's not distance, right? They bounce so many times. Bad room to grapple into. Bad room to grapple into. Especially without a drop shield. Man, those bombs were like... See, even though they like blew up and killed them both, like one of them rolled down one hallway and one rolled down the other. My brilliance is getting the best of me. I'm too proud of this space, you guys. This is too... it's too fun. Although, like, people going through co-op are definitely more, like, liberal with how they go through, right? Like, just plow through, see what's up there. But yeah, you gotta, like, the co-op strategy has gotta be one guy take point. Like, you should never have to, like, restart if you're doing co-op, right? Like, one guy take point, and then the other guy can come back and revive you if you die. Alright. And these 3 towers ones are attempting this, yeah. What's it called? Tremont? Yeah, 15 deaths. I'm gonna do another rewatch video with those. So maybe tomorrow, maybe next day, I'll release one of those, because that just looks too... I was not expecting that to be a tough like map for people to get through. It was supposed to be like more fun, and people are struggling apparently. But that one's brand new. This one's had some tweaks, and that's why we're having lots of success. I have this on overdrive too, just because there's so many deaths as opposed to like for, you know, the kill ratio is awesome on it. So if you get a good kill ratio, actually I think if it's more than like 2 or 3, if your kill ratio is more than 2 or 3, it's worth. Yeah, so I re-added the Impaler up there because people used to not go up there, but then it became a safe space for some people. Some raiders would like realize once those bombs went off, then they would go up there, and so it would trip lasers, and then some lasers would kill some of the traps off. Man, brutal. Just every time they grapple into this room, there's death happens. I don't know, they're not learning their lesson. But yeah, so what I was saying, if your kill ratio is more than 3 for sure, you can put that base on overdrive and come out on top. Because I think it's like the amount of gen mat you gain per kill makes up for them when they steal the gen mat if you're getting more than +3 kill ratio on it. So this one I've got on overdrive. So those grapples don't actually like. There's no like trap. There's no like impaler like right by the grapples, right? It's literally just to like throw people off and make them panic, and usually they'll either drop into the corrosive cubes or grapple somewhere else, or they're getting hit by lasers or flamethrowers, right? So, alright, so we're slowing it down because this is just gonna be awesome. Perfect timing on the nice move. Perfect timing on the block there. And then he stops. Nice. That was a good move. Did these guys gave up, didn't they? Like, oh man. Oh yeah, you gotta get your buddy. That is the one thing with the with going through co-op. You both have to get the gen mat, and you both have to get out with the gen mat. There's only one. If you know one guy gets out with the gen mat, then the other guy's only got like a minute, I think, before like the timer runs out to like get out. So I've made that mistake when I've been co-oping with a buddy. Man, this is just working too good. Too good. I did these ones that are like opaque, these acid cubes that you can't see through. I originally didn't have them as you know, they originally you could see through, and people were not taking advantage, but like using that. You could see a little bit more before the since the traps can't see through, right? The lasers can't see through them, so people were. It gave them a little bit of an advantage. You could stick your head out a little more before you would trigger the lasers. And then I also added the, what is it, like when that like spews the like corrosive acid when they get touched. That's been going good because these like bombs and people shooting through them and jumping into them and stuff. I think I've gotten a couple kills that way from that. And people don't expect that. Like not a lot of people use the corrosive where it like spews the acid jizz when you touch the block. So yeah, it's not as used. I think it's underused is kind of my thought there. Like people just don't use it a lot. But it's working good in this scenario. So people got to get close to it, and then you end up touching it and firing through it, and yeah, go. And like these guys like got close, like they're getting through. Like that's the hard part, is getting down there, right? Like, all right, perfect bomb, perfect. You made it. So the other thing too, like the gen mat path is like going straight, right? So the other 2 directions go to the Forsaken Tombs. So like it's not completely useless. It's not like some like dumb maze. Like I hate people that make these huge mazes with dead ends, and then I'm just like I'm spending time, and it's not fun. Like I'm just spending time finding the right path, right? So they got the guards killed, so there's nothing. So they'll be able to grab the gen mat. So I'm fast forwarding. But yeah, I hate maps. I hate maze maps. So here, no matter which way they go, so that's a new trap that spawns there that aims towards the exit. So there's a new bolt shot with tracking, so he's gonna trip that and get hit by it. And the lasers go down there too. If the bolt trap doesn't get him, the lasers will. Oh, there's one thing. So I have, yeah, they tripped the traps down at the bottom. So I do have those. Those are hollow cubes down at the bottom for second wave with a bolt shot aiming up. And I didn't think, I'm gonna maybe have to get rid of that. Yeah, so they made it out, and that wasn't a problem for them. I was hoping people would come down to the bottom and then just fall into that and get hit by the bolt shots, because there's one aiming up the hallway, and then there's one, yeah, that he just shot there. So they die again. I wonder if they go back up. So maybe they're thinking Sacred Tombs. They missed them. You can see it from here. Yeah, so I've got glass blocks to kind of show it off, to kind of make it look like, hey, like maybe this guy actually built the Sacred Tombs into it. Yeah, you can see it. Yeah, they're going to go for it. Yes! So these aren't nearly as hard to get to. So if you do take one of the side paths, it's probably a little more rewarding. There's still bolt shots aiming up the hallway. But yeah, now you gotta fight this battle again. There have been a couple people that have gone through this room and just destroyed everything, right? Oh yeah. So you gotta go down a different way. Bolt shot. Yeah, timed the shield good. Nice. So I have those firing twice, and I don't know if it's worth it, because half the time, if someone's actually running down that hallway, then the lasers are getting them. They're destroying the bolt shot. But, like, in the event they don't actually run down that hallway, like they kind of turn back or just trip it because they get close enough, then it's valuable to still have it there. So I think I have one. It was out of, like, you know, the amount of traps I could place before it would turn brutal. So I literally, this is just one impaler for this tomb, and that's it. But you still got to run back through the lasers room if you haven't killed everything in there, so. Go up there, see if they go for the other one. There's one more death. Somebody dies one more time here. Here? Yeah. Now your buddy's gotta go get you, though. Gonna trip lasers again. Oh, and a cannon back. Oh. So close. Yeah, this tomb down here, I didn't have enough, there's no traps down there, so there's no way they're gonna die. So they'll have to go through the laser room again, but they did not. It didn't say that they died anymore, so they make it out. Good job. All right, where is that? I'm gonna have to watch the guy that made it through. Yeah, so 0 deaths. This guy doesn't die at all in 3 minutes. So he must choose the right way to go and then not even bother with the tombs. That would be my guess. Yeah, alright. See how he handles it, though. I bet you he's using the bubble shield. I bet you he's using a drop shield. And or the shield weapon, too. Oh, being smart. Figuring out what's what. People just want to jump there, too. Got perfect block on the shield weapon. Nice job. That worked good. He might have it so that it like lasts longer too. He's using the like, I don't know, like the deep diver suit. So and I think that suit has a lot of perks to the like the shield weapon and defensive stuff. So that might be benefiting him here. See how he handles these guards. Grenade, that's a good idea there. Equipment, guys. Use your equipment. That one, see if he cares about getting the parts that are up there. There is that one bolt shot around the corner, so he's gonna have to... Nope, just leaves it. So I try to like tease people, like you can see the path for the Sacred Tomb here, right through this glass. And so trying to tease people that don't go for them right away, to like, hey, go look, it's right here. But this guy apparently doesn't fall for it. It'd be cool if it marked on the like recording, like at the top where it marks deaths and gem grab. It'd be cool if it marked that if they get the tombs too. That'd be nice. So we'll wait for him to come back because there's really nothing for him to fight on his way back. So we'll see how he manages this. I mean, most of the room is painted, right? So if you're thinking about it, there can't be that much new, right? Oh man, people just want to jump. That bolt shot, he jumped and that bolt shot like tracked too high. Yeah, and then this laser is opening that up and giving it away. I may have to get rid of that one. Alright, well, we will do another rewatch for the other new map that I have. This one's just so much fun, so make sure to subscribe, all the other BS that everyone says at the end of videos. But yeah, we will have more Meet Your Maker videos on the way. Thanks for watching, guys.